You won't make a change unless you're conscious. You can't be conscious unless you're fully aware. You can't be fully aware unless you live with intention, and you don't know what your intentions are unless you're living a mindful life. There is a very strong connection to consciousness and mindfulness. I got into yoga because I woke up in a hospital room, unsure of how I got there. I was in extreme pain, but everyone kept telling me, you should have known something was wrong. And the fact that I wasn't able to identify what was wrong within my body was the biggest wake-up call to the doctors and myself that there was a disconnect with what I was feeling. My baseline was feeling pain. My baseline was feeling like I had to deal with brain fog and not being able to fully focus. My baseline was waking up and drinking 2 cups of coffee to wake myself up. Now, all of these things are not implying that coffee is bad, but what it is implying is that your baseline is coming from a place of being struggling and not from thriving. And so that was my wake-up call. I vowed to myself, never again will I be in a place where I allow things to get this bad, where I have to get emergency surgery for me to wake up. Listen to the whisper. A year before, I could feel that my body was changing. I was gaining weight. I attributed it to food. I wasn't feeling fully present in my body. I attributed it to being in a very aggressive MBA program. I wasn't sleeping well. I attributed that to stress, but it was so much bigger than that. It was how I was processing life. It was how I was not showing up in the relationships that I had. It was how I was suppressing my own needs to show up for everyone else. When you're in the hospital bed and someone is telling you that something is significantly wrong and you're wondering how things are going to turn out, it is an opportunity for you to make a choice. My choice was I can no longer live that. That is when I went gluten-free. That is when I researched the science behind food and energy. That is when I got into a significant program that focused on strength training, stretching, and mindfulness. Yoga for me has all of those things. That is when I started asking others for help, and that is when I took a 10-week break. Most of that time was short-term disability, but I had to be clear that if I continued to live in that way, my life expectancy was going to be reduced. I am not trying to use a fear tactic, but what I want you to know is I'm speaking from a place because I had to have faith along the way to truly believe that I was worth it. This is your wake-up call. You don't have to live in pain. You don't have to have scattered thoughts. You don't have to wait for the shoe to drop for you to wake up to the fact that you deserve more. Love and light.